Hi, I'm Tom Leon, and welcome to Grand Meridian Shifts. I'm sorry that I'm not able to be here for your Friday shift. Unfortunately, I have fortunately, actually, unfortunately, I have a Herbs 3 class on Fridays, so I'm not here for you guys for your shift. So that's why I'm making this video, so to explain some of the soups. So you'll be seeing a number of these over the course of the semester. Okay, so we're going to talk about today's soup is the joint support soup. So this is the bone broth that we'll be making, and these is the herbs that are going to accompany the bone broth. These herbs are, as you probably learned from school, herbs that actually can tonify the kidneys and strengthen sinews and bones and dispel some wind dampness and things like that. But I think the difference between some of those herbs that you learn and these herbs is the taste. That's very important, because soups, if they taste bad, no one's going to drink it. So there are herbs that actually taste good. As a matter of fact, a lot of the tonifying herbs tend to taste pretty good. So we're going to look at a few right now, and this particular combination is to help strengthen joints, right? So joints are comprised of sinews and bones, tendons and bones, and you see that many of the herbs here actually is directed toward that. So let's look at the first herb here. We're gonna look into here is Ji Tian. Now, Ji Tian actually can also tonify kidneys, strengthen sinews and bones. Actually, it also can dispel wind dampness, and it's that wind dampness that gets into the joints and the channels that can cause stagnation, and that's where you get the pain and the stiffness from. So it serves both purposes. This one here is Yin Yang Huo, which is also have the same effect. It's actually a relatively warming herb, but it's okay in this formula. It's combined with other herbs. It's not too warming, and it works really well. Also tonify kidneys, strengthen sinews and bones, and so it's actually a very good herb, and they oftentimes are used together. The next herb we have here is Yi Ren. So you may wonder why Yi Ren is in this combination. And actually Yi Ren strengthens the spleen, also help get rid of, promotes urination. It helps get rid of dampness, right? It strengthens the spleen. And where does that come into play? The wind dampness aspect of it. So that's oftentimes used in formulations with wind dampness. So, maybe it's counterintuitive, or maybe you don't think of it that way, but Yi Ren is very common, particularly lower back pain with the dampness. Again, it strengthens the spleen, help get rid of the damp. The next herb we have here is Dangui, right? So you guys all know Dangui. Dangui actually promotes, it strengthens the blood, it tonifies the blood. It also promotes circulation, and that's particularly important when we have wind dampness in the channels, right? Because what is it impeding? The qi in the blood. So now people who tend to have a deficiency actually have even more stagnation, because deficiency leads to stagnation. So by tonifying them, it actually helps. So it's not just about tonifying kidneys, dispel wind dampness. We also want to strengthen the qi and the blood as well. Because who usually gets wind dampness, arthritic problem? Usually older folks. Older folks tend to be more deficient, and that's the reason why. So it's not an exception. I mean, this is pretty common. That's what happens. So the next herb that we're going to look at is the Gou Qi Zi. Now, Gou Qi Zi tonifies the liver and kidney, yin and blood, and also essence. Also, that's also very important, right? So you have older folks taking this, more deficient folks. The essence comes in handy. The blood aspect of it is awesome. Tonify the kidneys. Again, what I alluded to earlier about the blood, it addresses that and the yin. So it's good. Not to mention that it is also tastes good, right? Because it's sweet. The other herbs we spoke of earlier, they don't necessarily taste bad. They don't necessarily taste very good neither. But so that's why Gou Qi Zi is such an important ingredient in soups, because they tend to, they taste good. right? So they can help, make the soup taste better. Next one here is Yan Rou. Yan Rou is also tonifies qi and blood, right? Spleen qi, and also nourishes heart blood, and that's also a common ingredient that we put in soups as well. Kind of sweeten things up a little bit. Now again, the Yi Ren is bland, the one that we talked about earlier, and these other guys, they have a little bit of a herby taste, but in combination, this formula actually does not taste bad. It actually tastes pretty good. So this is there's an art to making soups in the combination. You can't have all herbs that are very herby. It may not work, but this combination will work, especially with bones. Get good quality bones to do it. It's going to come out well. And one of the good things about using soups for your patients is that it's much easier for them to do, and it's more for compliance sake, that they can help tonify their liver and kidney, yin and blood, for example, and you want to do it over several weeks. Soups would be awesome, right? And the whole family can also drink it. Okay, so that's for this week. Herbs that tonify the joints, and see you at your next video.